Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford, Salina, Kansas, your source for Ford news, updates, and information, including different walk-around videos. And we're actually not walking around. We're going to go over this equipment on the SE trim of the 2022 Ford Escape. So we're going to talk about just the standard equipment and some different packages on the SE trim for the Ford Escape. And the reason I do that is, Ford has a great website where you can build out your vehicle. But usually when you go there, they're not telling you what all is standard on the standard equipment, but what you can add to your vehicle and your build from there. So we'll cover the standard equipment first, and then we'll go in the build and price for you and break some things down and some things to think about when you're looking at different optional equipment on the SE trim. So of course, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, hit that red subscribe button down below so you can get subscribed over to the channel. Hit the notification bell. That way you get notified next time another video uploaded to our YouTube channel. And don't forget as well, we do free shipping. So we'll talk more about ordering vehicles and getting vehicles from dealers and such towards the end of the video. But if you want some information about our free shipping as you watch this video, you can check that out. I have a timestamp down in the description as well as timestamps for every part of this video. So if you want to move around and you don't care about some sections, you can always move ahead by checking the timestamps. Just open that up, the description section up, and you can see the different chapters down there, or in the description there's links if you're watching this on a desktop computer. So feel free to move around the video. That's what they're there for. And let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so now we're going to start talking about standard equipment, and we'll start with our mechanical and safety features first. That's kind of how I like to start off. So in the SE trim, we have a great opportunity here to get a hybrid version of the Escape with the SE trim. So it is available in either your gas version or your hybrid version. Now, what way Ford likes to break this out is they call a 200A is going to be your gas version, and 201A is going to be a different equipment group. And that's your hybrid package. So we are going to break it out and talk about two different things. So when we talk about the standard equipment, we're going to talk about all of its standard part of the 200A, and then we'll talk right after that. We'll talk about the hybrid package and what's included in that. Just so kind of I'll break that all out here. So we are going to use Ford's build and price for most of this, and hopefully get some images. Now, mechanical features, a lot of it's under the hood, and such, which we don't have images for that, some of that stuff. But we'll use Ford's build and price so you can kind of use that. So let me show you my screen here. So there you go. So you can see what we're looking at. So Ford.com, real nice and easy. They have a great website that allows you to be able to build out these vehicles on here. And so we'll use their website to show you some images there. And I'll probably use some of my own footage that I've used on the Escape from 21. That's similar, if any of those close-ups that you might want to get some shots of. So here on the SUVs, go click SUVs and crossovers, go down to Ford Escape, build and price. So there you go. And then when you get to that, you're going to see, you can start your build, you can find one. It's going to be difficult to probably find one on a dealer lot right now, but you can build your own if you want to custom order your own one. So you can see here there is an SE and there's SE hybrid. So Ford actually does break it out, didn't realize that, of the two different ones. So we're going to go to the SE trim and start your build. I think you can actually, once you're in here, you can jump around. So we're going to go, you can see up here there's all these different ways to move around in the vehicle. And you can hit these packages and you can see 200A. So if you're wanting a hybrid, you will actually have to go and select the hybrid on the earlier screen. We're going to use this kind of as more of a reference, and we'll jump over to hybrid when we get to the 201A equipment group and talk about that. But we'll kind of use this for our main starting point and how we do that. So you can move around right up here easily. Anytime you want to see the price on something, hit that summary and you go down here to the price section, and you can learn more about that. By the way, acquisition fee would be for a lease only. If you see that, go into the calculator, change that over to finance deal, and hit save and continue, and you'll see that acquisition fee is out of there. We've had a lot of people ask us about that, and right now there's $500 rebate on the Ford Escape. So just so you know that. There will be a $14.95 destination delivery charge. That is not what the dealer charges. That is what the Ford factory charges to get it from the factory to the dealer. So just want to preference that. So now we're going to move on up here to the top and kind of talk about some of these mechanical features here first. So we're going to first talk about the gas version. It is going to come standard in front wheel drive, but you can get the optional all wheel drive systems, just so you know that. I think it's a $1,500 ad. At least that's what it was for the S trim. And then 8-speed automatic transmission that's included, and you get auto start stop technology, which means you go to stoplight, stop sign, shut the vehicle off, or it's going to shut the vehicle off. If you let go of the brake, it's going to turn it back on. That is something you can activate and deactivate in your settings screen for your vehicle, or not your settings, but there's a button, should be, I think it's actually down the console, where you can deactivate for each engine cycle. And then don't forget, we are going to talk about the hybrid in just a little bit, because you can get in hybrid as well on this mode. So you do have different selectable drive modes. So you have, a normal, you have an eco, you have a slippery mode, I believe. There should be some sort of sport mode too. So you can put it in those different drive modes, and put in those different drive modes changes the shifting of the transmission, how the vehicle handles, and that kind of thing. So real nice in how that works. And sometimes even the traction control, turning that on and off as well. So it will also come with electric parking brake, which includes the auto hold. So auto hold means if your foot gets a little tired, you've been on a stoplight for a while, press the auto hold button, take your foot off the brake. It's going to hold that brake until you hit the accelerator, and then it'll take over, be able to take over from there and deactivate the brake. And then you have electronic traction control as well, so you can turn that on and off. And then you have electric power assist steering. That's called ePass. So, what I like about that is at slower speeds, you can turn that steering wheel, makes it easier to park vehicles in parking lots. But when you get on the highway, that wind's not going to push it from the side to side as much there. A couple other features you get, mechanical features, you get curve control, and you also get torque vectoring control with this, being especially these front wheel drives. And then you get the front and rear stabilizer bar as well. So it gives you a great ride having that as well. So those are all the mechanical features. Now, a couple safety features I want to highlight here. You do have, take it back to the main camera. So you do have advanced track with roll stability control. So what that's going to do is use a series of brakes around the vehicle. If you go in a curve a little too fast, slick outside, is going to use those series of brakes to keep you on your intended path, and hopefully also control any kind of rollover situation. You also do have the safety features, pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking. So it has dynamic brake support, it has front collision warning. So if someone's going slower than you, or you're not paying attention, maybe what I have happen most of the time for me is someone's turning really slowly or something, and you think they're going to be clear. It'll let you know. It'll put a series of lights on the dash, tones you need to stop, preloads the brakes in case you don't and need to hit the brakes, and then it'll let you know that. It'll help with the braking quicker that way. Also, you do get post collision braking. So if you get in an accident, maybe you're unconscious, forget to put it in park, it's going to use post collision braking, so you don't go wander off and have a more severe accident. And then it does have SOS post crash alert system, honks of horns, flashes of lights if you're in an accident. And then you have 911 assist. That allows you, with your Bluetooth enabled phone, to be able to call 911 directly. So instead of using like OnStar or something like that, so you call it directly to 911. And then you do have the lane keeping system. So I like this. Standard equipment on all of your Escapes. Lane keeping has a driver alert system. You have your lane keeping aid system and alert system. So driver alert means that you set that up to where if you take your hands off the steering wheel too often, it's going to alert you and let you know that you've done that. The lane keeping aid and alert system, the alert system will allow it's monitoring the lines on your lane. So if you leave your lane, you'll be able to leave your lane, but it'll vibrate the steering wheel and let you know that you've crossed over that line. The aid system will actually keep you in your lane. So when you get over to that line, it's going to bring you back into your lane. So lane keeping system, standard equipment, is something you would have to activate and deactivate. It can be used turned on and off for that system. So just remember, you might need to do that. And the lane keeping isn't dictated by your cruise control. It can be turned on even in the city. Also, you do have the security lock, passive, and a theft system. So what that's going to do is when you turn the vehicle off, it's going to lock that steering column and allow it to start unless you have the coded key that can start the vehicle. So that's real nice in having a very secure and safe system there. So that's all our mechanical and safety features. Let's move into the front exterior features. Okay, so now we're going to cover these exterior features. We're going to use Ford's Build and Price tool here. And we're going to first talk about the colors that are available. You have a few extra colors available on the SE trim that you don't have on the S trim. So starting off, you do have a Gate Black metallic paint color. That's what you're seeing here. Move this to the side here. There you go. You do have Star White Metallic Tricoat. There's an extra $7.95 for that color. Color not available on the S trim. You also do have the Rapid Red Metallic Tinted Clear Coat. Again, extra cost color, $4.95. Real nice. It's not just a metallic color, but a tinted clear coat that's added to it as well, to that color. You do have your Oxford White, was available in your S trim, as well as the iconic Silver Metallic was also available, and the Carbonized Gray Metallic. Those were all available on the S trim. You do have the Stone Blue Metallic, is an extra $4.95 for that color. Beautiful color. I like that color. Atlas Blue, which metallic, which was available on the S trim, carried over to the SE. And then you do have the Ice Blue Silver Metallic. Again, color was available on the S trim. So a couple extra ones there that you can choose from. Well, let's just click on the there you go. Rapid Red looks really cool color. Again, some of those colors cost a little extra there. Now, first let's talk about, move these over to this different clips. There we go, to the front of the vehicle. Now we are going to look at the front. The grille first. It does have a black grille with a chrome surround. So a little different than the S trim. You're going to have that nice chrome around there. Ford emblem up there as well on the front top of the fascia there. You also have auto headlights. They are halogen projector headlights. Automatic means they'll come on automatic when it gets dark, shut off when it gets light when you have it set in the auto setting. Configurable daytime running light as well. I think it's this little LED light at the bottom under here. So you can have those on during the daytime so people can see you, just in case they're not paying attention. Sometimes those lights, makes people pay attention a little bit. You do have wiper activated headlights, which is a nice feature. Some states require that the headlights are on if it's raining. Ford's got you covered there, so when your wipers are activated, the headlights will come on. Auto high beam is another feature. That's a feature you can activate and deactivate in your lighting section of your vehicle settings screen. So auto high beams, the way those work is if it's dark enough outside, it's going to turn those high beams on. If a car approaches you, you're in the city lights, it'll take those off. So again, can be activated and deactivated in your settings. The front bumper, you will have down here in the lower part of this is going to be molded in black, which means they take that black color, put it in the mold to make it so it's not painted on, and that's a little more durable. So if rocks get kicked up and everything out there, it's not going to chip any kind of paint right there. So that's why you usually see it on the lower part of a lot of vehicles. Down here in the front part, it is silver right there, but that is also mixed in with the mold, so it is silver molded in color with that too. Active grille shutters, so those will open and close when it needs to. So highway speeds, you're going to see those close up, allow for a little more aerodynamics around the vehicle since there's plenty of air coming out from underneath. And slower speeds, open those up, allow for as much air coming in to help that engine out, and have a function right there. So I think I covered everything there on the front. So let's move around to the side here. Let's go to a different image here. There we go. And actually, do I have one on the driver's side? Not really. Okay, we'll go to the side shot here. Okay, so does have standard equipment 17-inch shadow silver painted alloy wheel. So that is the optional wheel on the S trim, by the way. I just did this video, so I know that. So that is this will be the optional wheel for the S trim. Standard equipment on the SE trim gets all-season tires. Tire pressure monitoring system comes along with that. And you get the 4-wheel disc brakes with ABS as well there. On the mirror cap, it's kind of hard to see there, but it is a black molded in mirror cap. So similar to what you did see on the S trim. Power mirrors as well, and it does have the manual fold mirrors. So you can fold those in if you need to, parking lots and that kind of thing there. And then you do have the BLIS system, blind spot information system with cross traffic alert. So monitors your blind spot. So if there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to put a light in the corner of that mirror and let you know it's not safe to go in that lane at that time, whether it be your left or right lane. And then also as you're backing up, cross traffic alert. Use some of those same sensors. So if somebody crosses your path behind you, it's going to let you know that series of tones. It's not safe for you to back up. Puts a message on your productivity screen as well as lights up the mirror from the side they're coming from. So that way you know it's going off, but you don't see anybody right behind you. It means they're probably not right behind you, but they're over here on this side, and you can see that by if you look at your productivity screen, so you know when it's clear. So that's a real nice safety feature, backing up in parking lots, maybe out of your busy street, that kind of thing right there. Also, you do have the door handles are going to be body colored, so a little different than your on your S trim, so it does dress it up a little bit more. Body colored door handles up here. You also, the lower rocker molding is going to be that molded in black, as well as your wheel lip moldings that come around there. So it's all a little more durable that way from rock chips and that kind of stuff getting kicked up from, road debris and that kind of thing. So it's a little more durable that way. You will see the beltline molding will be black as well. And on the outside of that, you're going to see chrome accents on the outside, on the top part of that molding. So really dresses this model, this trim level up by adding some of those different accents right there. See, I'm skipping over because I went over this. Intelligent access is also standard equipment on the SE trim. So that means you can leave that key in your pocket, walk up, put your hands in the door handle to automatically unlock the vehicle, allow you to get in and out without having to get the keys out of your vehicle pocket. Even lock it, pressing the ridges on those, I think just the front doors on this. You will get remote keyless entry with the flip key with this too. Actually, that's probably not correct, because if it has intelligent access, it'll have a different key, not a flip key. So the key is usually hidden inside of the vehicle or inside the remote. In case it ever dies, you can get into the vehicle that way. You will have on the rear doors child safety lock, so that way you can lock those doors out. So if the kids want to open those doors, it'll lock it out so they can't do that. That's real important. Nice safety feature. You'll notice the rear windows have privacy glass as well as a rear glass. Just a little bit looks nice. Helps with the shade, with sun coming in as well on the vehicle. So I think everybody will enjoy that. And easy fuel capless filler door. So that would actually be over here. You can see that right there. Just press that, opens up, double door system inside, put that nozzle in, fill it up. No cap to worry about losing, getting your hands dirty or anything like that. So you can easily do that. Double door system means, if you have the nozzle from the pump, you don't have to worry about it. But if you are using a gas can, you will need the funnel that's provided with the vehicle. All right, now moving to the rear of the vehicle. It does here on the back have a body colored rear spoiler back here. In this case is that rapid red. You do have black accents, nice high gloss black pieces on the sides over here. Rear defrost with rear wiper. You'll notice the Ford emblem or Ford blue oval right there with the scape on the back of the liftgate. You do have LED taillights back here as well for the vehicle. And also, I forgot on the wiper there, you do have a little washer as well coming down with that. And to check my notes, and center high mounted stoplight as well on the top of that liftgate. Forgot to mention that on the S trim. You also do have a rear view camera, so as you're backing up, you're going to be able to see behind you. Manual liftgate with a body colored door handle applique right there in the back, so you can open that up. So you do have reflectors over here on the side, so those are not lights, they won't light up. Those are reflectors for people that are passing you. Molded in rear bumper back here with the silver skid plate here that's painted in as well, with dual exhaust back here in the back. Make sure I got all that. You do have that. Normally, I would open up this lift gate and show you the interior of the cargo. Does carpet on the flooring. Also does have this does have the latch system that lower anchors and tethers for children. So it does have the little tether system on the back of the rear seat. So you can, those front facing car seats would latch behind that so that they can't come forward. You also have the harnesses between the seat cushion and seat back to be able to put the front and rear facing car seats down in there securely without having to use the safety belts for that. In the back, you do have a rear cargo light, cargo hooks back there as well, and underneath the flooring, you will see the tire inflator and sealant kit. A spare tire is not standard equipment, but is available as optional equipment. We'll talk about that when we get to optional equipment. Now, moving to the interior of the vehicle, I'm going to use this interior clip. We got a couple side ones. We'll use this in the 360 view here in just a second. But first, moving that to the front one. You do have, let's talk about the airbags, driver and front row passenger, a dual stage airbag. So the driver, dual stage means it'll deploy a different size airbag depending on how close you are to the front of the vehicle. It does have a driver knee airbag as well that comes out from underneath the steering column. And it does have a driver, front row driver and front passenger side impact airbag that deploys from the side of that seat. So if there's this impact to the B pillar, A pillar, it's going to deploy that, protect the occupants in the front. And then you do have safety canopy airbags that come down, protect breaking glass for the front as well as the rear seat passengers in a case of a rollover situation. So I just wanted to highlight that. You will have illuminated entry lighting, which means, move here, these lights will light up as well as underneath when you open the doors. allow you to be able to see when you're getting in the vehicle. You will get carpeted flooring as well as carpeted front and rear floor mats. And then you will get unique unique cloth bucket seats, a little bit different than the cloth seating material you get on the S trim. So you can see a little bit different material, unique to the SE, but still be cloth seats. Bucket seats up here, you will get a 6-way manual driver seat, which means there's going to be a lever under the front part of that seat, allow you to that seat cushion to go forward and back. You'll have another one that allows for that seat to go up and down, and then you'll have one for the recline to be able to adjust forward and back. Passenger seat over here will get a 4-way, which means you're going to have a lever on the front that allows that seat to go forward and back, and you're going to have a lever on the side for that recline, but it will not allow that for that seat to go up and down. And then in the back, bring this down and then turn around. Whoa, there we go. You have a 60-40 split bench seat. You see that split right here, so that way you can lay that seat down if you need to, put longer items in there in the cargo area. Also, those seats will slide forward and back, so those seats can come forward and back. So that's something new in 21. And that just allows for a lot of leg room if you want to slide that seat all the way back for the second row. It gives you plenty of leg room if you want to, or you can slide it forward if you need more, something a little bit longer, need extra cargo room in the back. So nice flexibility there. Behind this, you can't see it right here, but it does have a USB type A and C port on the back of the console to be able to plug in those cell phones, charge them, and that kind of thing. And then for the windows, here we go. You will have a power windows, and you'll get front one-touch down for the driver's window. So just like on the S trim, hard press that driver's window, it's going to go down automatically. You don't have to hold it. You will have to hold it coming up, as well as the other 3 windows. Power locks and unlock right here on the door by the lever to get in. Also, the steering wheel is a polyurethane steering wheel as well. Manual tilt and telescoping steering wheel, which means you just pull a lever underneath. It'll go up and down, forward and back, allowing it to adjust. Cruise control as well as standard equipment. You'll find that on the left side of the steering wheel. Underneath there, you'll find volume controls, I believe. And then on the right side of the steering wheel, on the bottom will be your making and receiving phone calls. And the top will be the controls for a 4.2-inch productivity screen right there in the middle. You will see a push button start just to the right of the steering column, so don't forget to press the brake. For some reason, people think when they get push button start, it won't start. That's because you have to press the brake, just like you did on the other ones. Don't forget to do that. You will also get a manual climate control. Manual single zone climate control means everybody has the same temperature controlled right there. And then you do have AM/FM stereo with 6 speakers, audio sound system. On the SE trim, you get Sirius XM satellite radio standard equipment on the SE trim. You will get the Sync 3 with an 8-inch touchscreen, so it does upgrade that sync system a little bit better. Bluetooth enabled system. You will get Apple CarPlay, Android Auto as well capabilities, and you'll get the Ford Pass Connect. It allows you to stay connected to the vehicle using the Ford Pass app. Free app you download, connect your vehicle up. You can lock your vehicle, remote start your vehicle, schedule remote start times, locate your vehicle. A lot of other features in there, seeing the tire pressure on your vehicle, fuel you have in your vehicle, everything else like that, right there in one place in that app. So great app. As you can tell, I'm a big fan of that. Up here in the mirror, you do have a day-night mirror. It means there's a lever. So if some come up behind you at night, bright lights, you can flip that mirror down. It's going to flip that angle so that way those lights won't blind you. You do have an overhead console here with the lights. Use those levers to turn those lights on and off when you're on the inside if you want to, from door to on, that kind of thing, or off. And then does have a sunglass bin right up here as well if you want to tuck those sunglasses in there when you're not using them. And then moving down, we call this the media hub area. Down there you'll see a PowerPoint as well as a USB type A and type C right there, so you can be able to power those different phones. They are smart charging USB ports, so you can ask when you're plugged in. That's how you can also use that to play music and such, or use Android Auto, Apple CarPlay by having those plugged into either one of those ports there. Rotary dial shifter comes in real handy too. Very safety precautions. If you open that door and you're in drive, it's going to automatically put it in park, so that way you don't accidentally get in an accident, something like that. And then you also do have the armrest here with the console. So console with an armrest. So underneath there'll be some storage in there that you can access. And these switches here, you have one of them will be your auto start stop switch, I believe. That might be located up here. But you do have an auto hold switch in there. You have the drive mode switch up there as well. Some other, I'm not sure what those other switches, traction control as well in there. That's where those switches are going to be. So that's all your standard equipment on the on all your gas versions. Gas and hybrid will get standard equipment for all those features other than the engine we talked about at the beginning. But now let's talk about, we'll switch over and go to the hybrid and talk about this other hybrid package and what else you get on top of that. Now we're going to talk about the 201A equipment group, which will be your hybrid package. And there are a few features. So when you're in here, you're going to want to select either you want the SE gas version or the SE hybrid version. So we're going to click on the hybrid version there and go into this. There are a few things that you get on the hybrids that you're not going to see on the gas version. And one of those is the neutral towing capability. So because it has a hybrid, you can neutral tow this vehicle if you want to pull it behind a motorhome or a camper or something like that. Also, because it's a hybrid, it's going to be quieter. It will have the pedestrian alert sounder as well. So when you're backing up, it's going to beep, so people know that it's backing up. So you're going to have that as well included, and of course you'll see that in a lot of your hybrid vehicles. Also, because it has a hybrid, the fuel door there is going to be normally locked, so it does have electronic fuel door release. You'll have that on the inside of your vehicle that you'll want to make sure you open that. Now let me move to the interior, so you can kind of see a couple things here. Now inside, you're going to see the productivity screen there is bigger. It's a 6.5-inch digital productivity screen as part of when you have the hybrid version. So that's going to look a little bit different, and it's going to be standard, as well as you're going to have dual zone climate. So driver and front passenger will have two different temperatures. Depends on how you want to have that. So sun's coming in one side or another, somebody can change that temperature based on that and their fuel and how they like the vehicle and the temperature there. So not sure why that's standard on the hybrid and not the gas version. The digital screen I get, because there's some hybrid exclusive things that you kind of need the digital screen instead of the other LCD screen. But the dual zone climate doesn't make sense. But anyway, that's included. If you're a hybrid owner, you have that flexibility there. So forgot to mention too, whether you go with the hybrid or the gas version, you are going to get options for either the ebony interior or you have the sandstone interior. So you can see the different, how that changes the color there. So if I go to this view, you can kind of see what that looks like. So depends on how you want to go. You have those two different colors available for you, whether you're looking at the hybrid or if you're looking at the gas version there. So let's talk about the different packages available. There are 4 different packages available on these, and both of them, these packages are available on both the gas version as well as the hybrid version. So first off is the Ford CoPilot 360 Assist Plus package. Now this package is the one that gets you all your advanced, adaptive cruise control and such. So let me highlight those. If you go and click this little sometimes you get some information. There's a little image and some information what you received there. So let's go over this. You will get the intelligent adaptive cruise control with stop and go and lane centering, including speed sign recognition. So I'll break these out each individually. And so your adaptive cruise control means that as if that person's going much slower than you, it'll slow you down to go their speed. So you don't have to press your brake, use your brake. When you pass them, it'll resume back up to the speed that you had. So when it's safe to resume. So that's going to allow you not have to use your brake so much and such. Comes in real handy. Also, the intelligent part of that means that it's going to recognize the speed signs as well. So if you're in a zone, let's say it's a 70 mile an hour zone, right, and you're going along at 70, and that speed sign changes to 65, you will slow down to 65. So that's the intelligent part of the adaptive cruise, which is real nice. A couple other features as part of the adaptive cruise is your stop and go. So what's cool about the stop and go is it uses that gap. If they come up to a complete stop, you'll stop as well. Again, don't have to press your brake. Now when they take off, you will have to hit the resume button on your cruise control, and it'll resume with that safe distance until you pass them or you're able to, and then resume to the speed that you had. Also, the lane centering means it's going to keep you in the center of your lane. So on the lane keeping system, which is something that can be activated with or without the cruise, lane centering is a little different. It's not going to allow you to get over to the lines. It's going to keep you in the center of your lane most of the time when you have your cruise activated. So lane centering only works with your cruise control. You also, as another safety precaution, you get the evasive steering assist. So if you're not able to stop in time, and you're not able to, so you're going to need to avoid that car by turning, it's going to assist the steering of the vehicle to turn away from that. situation. So that is a feature you can activate and deactivate, as well as the adaptive cruise control. You are able to select if you want the traditional cruise, adaptive cruise, or the intelligent cruise. So you be able to select those in your settings for that as well. And then as you can see there, the other thing you get is you get the voice activated touchscreen navigation system with pencil zoom capabilities, and you get the Sirius XM traffic and travel link as well. So this is where you're getting your on-screen navigation. So it's a lot of features for $9.95. I think it's a great product to have, and a lot of people do choose that. So that's available for you as one package you can get. Now the next package I want to talk about is the SE Sport Appearance Package. So this package, I did select a different color here for us so we can see the impact of that. We're going to actually select it by pressing that little corner right there. And that gives you the SE Sport Appearance Package for $13.95. And we'll go through some of these. Now, first thing you're going to notice the change is that wheel. So 19-inch machine face ebony painted alloy wheel. So great looking wheel, and that dresses that up. Also, the black upper window molding is going to go to black. So right up here, you're going to see that does turn to black. Get you a good side shot here. There you go. So instead of that chrome up there, you're going to get the black on the upper window molding. Also, front and rear black bumpers. So those, so you can see there, those skid plates, those are going to go from that silver to black back there. So it kind of gives you the black accents, taking away some of the silver and chrome stuff on the vehicle. The grille upper, let's see here. So as well as up here, it says gloss black with the 5-bar with the chrome surround. So it's a little bit different grille look here to it. Chrome surround still, but a little bit different grille design up there. You do get also the, let's actually look at that because I didn't notice that change. So you can see the change in that grille a little bit. So it does give you more of a black grille. Darken that grille up for you. And then the mirrors, high gloss black skull caps on those mirrors as well. Again, giving you all the black accents that you normally expect on on a sport trim like that. So this is available on either, again, with the gas or the hybrid version for $13.95. Now we're going to talk about another package. This is the cold weather package. I think it's a great package. I think they should have something similar to this on every vehicle. Some vehicles do not have differentiate a cold weather package. So click on this cold weather package here. And most of these are interior features. So let's go ahead and move to the interior so you can see some of those. There we go. And so here on the interior, some of these you may not be able to see in the pictures here, but you will get the dual zone or the electronic climate control with the rear air ducts. It's automatic temperature control, and so instead of a manual climate, you can have it set for an automatic temperature. Now remember, the hybrids will already get the dual zone climate, so that this is really an upgrade for the hybrids, but more for your gas versions here. You also get these front seats will be heated, so heated front seats is part of this package. Also, your mirrors, the side mirrors will be heated as well. So you're getting all the heated features to it, including your heated steering wheel. So it's a premium leather wrapped steering wheel with a heated feature too. And these will all work with remote start, which is also included in this package. You can get the keyless remote start. You can still remote start it using your app with that, and it will heat up your steering wheel, your seats, your mirrors when you have it in the auto setting. So during the winter time. So summertime, you may not want those on, so you turn it to the last setting. But during the winter, set it to the auto settings, and it's going to turn the heated steering wheel, heated seat, heated mirrors on when you have that remote start. That's included with that. So those are all the features you get. So basically all those heated features there. Also electronic climate control too for your gas version. So pretty nice little package there. Again, this package, go back down to the package, back up to the packages, $6.95. Very inexpensive package, but really gives you all those heated features that are really nice, especially they go along with your remote start. Now let's talk about the last package that's on here, and that is the convenience package. So that's real $9.95 for this package, and includes some features. Now one of them does it does upgrade your headlights up here. So you will have halogen projector like you had before, but now with your LED signature lighting underneath there. So this image all along is included this headlight, which also showed it in the S trim too, and which wasn't accurate. So you're going to get LED signature lighting with LED configurable daytime running lights. So you'll have the LED light right there too. That'll be your configurable daytime running light. So that's going to be included and added to this. You also get an 8-way power driver seat. So electronically forward and back, up and down, the recline as well. I think the front cushion as well as the back cushion are separate in 2 different settings there. And then you can also get power lumbar as well with that. So that's a nice upgrade for the driver. You're going to get that. Also, dual zone climate for your gas version. So now you'll have the dual zone climate control. So if you combine this with the climate, you'll get the dual zone automatic climate control with this too. As well as the premium leather wrap steering wheel, which we did see in the cold weather package. If you don't get the cold weather, will be included in this package. So it'll be, it's a kind of a double in that package there. Also, you're going to get your power lift gate with this one. So now, instead of a manual lift gate, power lift gate, you can use your remote, or you can just press the button underneath, press it, it's going to open up for you and give you the power lift gate too. And then and inside, which is kind of a nice feature to have, they actually been showing it in these images all along. And I did not mention it in this one, and the S trim I did, say it was incorrect, but this little armrest, that is now part of this package. You have to get this package to get it. It's a flip down armrest with cup holders in there, 2 cup holders. That is actually included in the convenience package. A lot of people, sometimes the build price isn't 100% accurate. That's why these videos are very important. Some people are like, well, that looks like it's standard on the SE. Well, it looks like it was standard on the S model too, but it's included in this package. The only way you can get it is when you go to this package. Now we're going to talk about the optional equipment. These are all standalone options, which means they're not included in any package, and you can get them as standalone options. Now, Ford likes to break these 3 out. Now, you're going to see them, a lot of these, I'm going to break it into 3 sections. You're going to have your factory installed options, you have your accessories, and you have your dealer installed options. The reason I'm going to break it into 3 different sections is because the factory ones are definitely ones you'd want to make sure you get. If you want those, put those on your build and your order. If you're doing a custom order, the accessories and dealer installed options, about all of those can be ordered, and you can get those after you get your vehicle if you want to. And I'll kind of talk more about which ones are maybe holding up, that I've noticed have been holding up builds and such, and which ones, probably won't hold up a build, so that you kind of know that, because you can always get those added to your vehicle afterwards by your Ford dealer, or even you can order them yourself off accessories.ford.com. Now, the factory installed options, they're all going to be bunched together. So all your exterior options, whether it be a dealer installed or accessory or factory installed options, are going to be in here together. So we'll go through, and some of these I might skip because it may be an accessory or a dealer installed options. And Ford doesn't tell you that. I wish they would break it out for you so you know that, but they don't. So hopefully this video is very helpful for that, for those people. First one I'll talk about is the panoramic Vista roof. Now, this is a $15.95 option. Oh, and by the way, all these options are available on either the gas or your hybrid version, because we're still under the hybrid section, but they're available on both of those different configurations, and front wheel drive or all wheel drive. Now, you do have the panoramic Vista roof. $15.95 add. It will give you the crossbars. So if I do select this, you'll notice down here it'll also select this other option. And it actually tells you to switch your tires on the hybrid version. So I'm not sure if it makes you do that. I don't think it makes you do that on the gas version, but it does on the hybrid for some reason. But we'll select no just for now. But that's what you would want to do on that. So that's first one I want to talk about, is that panoramic Vista roof. So real nice. You can kind of see this image here. You press on the eye, you can get a little more information. You can see that glass opens up over the top. Have it shut. It does have a power sunshade, so it opens up. Allow for some light and sunlight to come through if you want. So that's an option that you can add. Also, moving down, you can also get the engine block heater is the other factory installed option you'd want. Engine block heater is $150. As you can see, it kind of gives you that plug there, so you can plug it into your house, and it keeps that engine warm, so it starts up a little bit easier the next day. So next morning, I should say. That's another thing that might be available for those people who live up north. Could be a great option to add to your vehicle, and that is a factory add that you want to make sure you get. Also, you do have the license plate bracket. Now, it's not listed and it's not showing in here. For states that require front license plate, it's going to be standard equipment. It'll be included, not a problem. But if you live in a state that doesn't require a front one and you want a front tag put on it, something fun, to put on the front, you're going to want to make sure you add that as a factory installed option. And the main reason is that if it's included as a standalone optional equipment, it's a no charge option, doesn't cost you any extra, but the dealer will install it for free, and they'll take care of that for you. If you get it later through accessories, you're going to have to pay for the license plate bracket, and you're going to have to either put it on yourself or have the dealership do it, and that'll cost you extra. So again, we ordered on all of our vehicles, whether they're in because we're in a state that doesn't require front license plate. We order on all of ours, so it's there, and we'll install it for free with no problem. And then moving down to the interior options, you can see I skipped a lot up there. We'll get into those in just a little bit. Interior options, you do have the mini spare tire. So we talked about that it was not standard equipment. You can get the mini spare, whether you have front wheel drive, all wheel drive, hybrid, gas, it doesn't matter. You can get the mini spare wheel. So it is a different option code on the or on the when you go to order it. Depends on if you have the gas front or all-wheel drive. But it is available as a standalone option, only $110. Definitely want to make sure you add that to your build. Now go back up to the exteriors, and we're going to talk about some of these accessories next. So accessories, again, are things, about all these can be added to your vehicle afterwards real easily from your parts department, and some of these will hold up your builds, like this first one, the splash guards, $210. You can add that to your build, get it from the factory. The factory will put those on your vehicle, but those are holding up builds right now on some vehicle lineups. So I would wait, have the dealer install it for you. Some dealers will install it for next to nothing, or you can see it only takes a couple screws. You could probably install it yourself and add it to your vehicle, not hold up your build, and just have it done later. You can order those from Ford Accessories. Really easy, whether it be on their website or through the dealer. The other one, the next one down, is this remote start system. There's two different ones. This is the one that comes with that package I mentioned. I think it's listed here. Comes with the available in the SE. I can't remember what package. Click on it, it'll tell us. I think it was that convenience package, cold weather package. That's right. The remote start is part of the cold weather package. But this one down here is the one that's an accessory add-on. It says long range with confirmation, so you can then, for $495, add that to the vehicle, remote start the vehicle instead of using your FordPass app. So again, that can be added to your vehicle if you want to that way. That's an accessory as well. Now moving down to the interior options, right here, we do have the cargo mats. So cargo mat, $100. Click on the eye again, we'll see a little closer image. So you can get that cargo mat. Again, you can see it just placed in the vehicle. Order it through accessories.ford.com or your Ford dealer. $100, you can do that, add it to your vehicle. Either way, that shouldn't hold up your build, but I wouldn't take the chances. The next one down is this easy access cargo shade. Pretty cool. $135. It does give you a shade back there. Harder for people to see inside, that kind of thing. Also, if you have things in there you want to get real hot and sitting in the car, you can get this shade. Again, something you can get through accessories.ford.com if you'd like to. Shouldn't hold up your builds. I haven't seen that holding up any builds, but just to let you know that. Two different floor liner options here. One's 200, one's 160. The difference is the 200 is going to come with those standard carpeted mats. So if you want the standard mats as well as the floor liners, then you go with that first option. If you don't know you're not going to use the carpeted mats and you're only going to have the floor liners, go with the cheaper option. You will not get the carpet mats included when your vehicle comes in, but that's how you go that route. So the floor liners aren't holding up builds right now. Not a constraint on any of the product lineups that we know of. So those will be put in the vehicle, in the back of the vehicle when the vehicle gets delivered to the dealer. So those are a couple accessories, but those are things that if you decide later you want to add those can be purchased through accessories.ford.com as well there. So now let's go back up, and now we're going to talk about DIOs, is what Ford likes to call them, dealer installed options. And what that means is if you select it on your order, it will not be put on at the factory, but when your vehicle gets shipped out, then that's when the part gets shipped to the dealer. So it arrives at the dealership ahead of your vehicle, and when your vehicle comes in, the dealer will need to see that it has a dealer installed option and put it on your vehicle at no charge. You will want to make sure that your dealer does add those if you do order these from on your build, but again, all of these can be added later, as you can see when we talk about these. Now, the first one on exterior options, and the only one, is the wheel locking lug nuts. So basically, the dealer would take one of your lug nuts off, replace it with one of these on each of your wheels, and you have a lockable one. So special protector wheels, $75. Some people like those on theirs, especially if you get that special sport appearance package wheel. Might be something 19-inch wheel. Those look nice. People might want to take those. That gives you that availability for that and having that. So that's an option. Now, going to the interior dealer installed options. With this in here, we do have the roadside assistance kit, $70. Again, is something that's just put in your vehicle. So they would take it out of the box that it comes in from Ford and they place it in your vehicle. It's already going to be in the bag and everything, I believe. But real nice little kit here. But as again, something you can get through accessories.ford.com along with your next one, which is the first aid kit. Again, a lot of these you can buy at, when you order your vehicle, go ahead and buy it, and it's ready. When your vehicle comes in, you already have it. And that'd be the best way to do it than to order it from on your build and not hold anything up. So that shouldn't, those two things shouldn't hold up your builds whatsoever. And then you have a couple different cargo organizers. These are pretty cool, and again, can be purchased through accessories.ford.com. It's like a broken record, right? But you can, a little organizer there. It does fold up, so you can stow it away and that kind of thing. But you can actually help organize your groceries, that kind of stuff. And then that one's $80, and you have a larger one that's $90. And you can see it's a little bigger, has an extra section, it looks like there. And again, something you can get through Ford Accessories as well. And then the other one is this cooler bag. So this is pretty cool as well. I think it holds 24 cans. It doesn't say there, but a little cooler bag you can get. Again, it's just something that will just be shipped in a box to the dealer, and the dealer would need to just throw it in the vehicle for you. But again, something you can order from accessories.ford.com. Yes. And then the last one is your center console vault. Now this is pretty cool, and you may want to have this ordered, put on your vehicle build, because it would probably be, I heard it's pretty easy to install, but for me, I maybe have the dealer install it anyway. And so that is something you would add $380 for that. And then, so that's something should not be holding up your any builds right now. Again, because the dealer would install that. So they would need to put that in your vehicle when it comes in. So that's all your optional equipment. And do remember, at any time when you add certain things to your vehicle, click on the summary. It takes you down to see what those different adds are. So if we go down to the summary down here, you can see base price was $31.85, and that's with the paint color. We added a couple options, $11.90. Destination charges, that is what it costs to get from the factory to the dealer, not what the dealer installs. So that would be put on every vehicle included. This acquisition fees will be lease, only if you lease the vehicle. So if we go in here, and you'll notice right now rebates with a lease is $1,000. But if we go in here and decide, I want to do a finance deal instead, and you save and close that, you'll notice the rebates do change to $500, but the acquisition fee goes away, so kind of a wash there. So anyway, so there you go. That will be the cost with the ads that we put on the vehicle. So, and you can see those added equipment. I think it shows it up here. We added the cold weather package, and okay, so the color was an extra ad. So there you go. So there's our adds to the vehicle right there. As you see that breakdown, you can save that, print it, share it, so you can send that to your dealer if you want, and that kind of thing. So again, so there you go. So hopefully this helped you out, going over the standard equipment, the options, and showing you that breakdown of which ones are the DIOs versus accessories versus the factory options. And so hopefully this video did help you out and give you some information on that. If it did, smash that like button for me. I'd really appreciate it. And if you hopefully you have a good local dealer that will submit these orders. If you want one custom ordered, which is probably the easiest way to get one right now, there are a lot of dealers out there doing MSRP. So if your dealer's not, you might look around for a good dealership that's doing that, as well as making sure they'll honor any kind of price protections and lock in rebates, and like right now we saw it's $500 right now, lock in any incentives and that kind of thing. Some dealers don't know how to do that, so make sure ask them if they know how to do that, as well as how to submit the order to Ford and get it approved. So Ford does require right now, because they want to do these custom orders first, that they do require you to have signed documentation, copy of driver's license, and things like that. And not all dealers are doing that right now, so make sure and ask your dealership what they are. So if you're struggling with any of these things, McArthur Ford is here to help you out. We can always do an order with us, and we do free shipping. So the way that we work with that, we're very transparent about this. If you want to finance the vehicle with us, we'll pay for the first $1,000 of the shipping cost. We'll also honor MSRP, and we know how to lock in all rebates, and we will do price protection on all vehicles. and all those fun things to do and talk about. Very easy process here. We call it the easy way to buy a car here at McArthur. We can do that, so very transparent about that. Or we'll pay if you want to come in instead, fly in and drive your vehicle home. We'll pay for the $1,000 of travel expenses, gas, flight, and that kind of thing, to pick up your vehicle. So the couple great ways to be able to order a vehicle. So appreciate you watching this video. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comments. We respond to those here as the McArthur YouTube team as well. If you have any questions, you can, of course, as I mentioned, drop them down there, or you can send them to us. Give us a call. Our coordinators can help you out with any questions you might have. And as always, don't forget, hopefully you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. Hit the red subscribe button down below so you get subscribed to our channel. Hit the notification bell. That way you get notified next time we have another video uploaded to YouTube channel. Don't forget to check out our live streams every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central Time on our YouTube channel here, where we answer questions live right here. So if you have any questions, we can answer those for you. We do talk a lot about Ford news, updates, and information on the live stream. And of course, we have a topic of each week. So that's real fun. So check those out if you haven't had an opportunity to do that yet. And don't forget, you can find us on social media too. We're at McArthur on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you want to follow me, there's my Linktree link there. So that way you can find all the different places you can find me on social media, as well as our podcast, and our different YouTube channels are there as well. So again, thanks for watching this video. Till the next one, we'll see you later.